Hey guys, welcome back to my Skyblock survival series. This is episode 4. We're going to be working on the gold farm again today. If you remember last week, you'll know that we did the catch basin where all the pigmen are going to drop into. And what we're going to be doing today is the actual portals themselves. And if you look here, I've got a ton of obsidian, and I'm not even going to tell you how long that took. So if I fall off today, I'm probably going to rage quit and come back to this in a couple days. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it. Now I do want to give you a couple channel updates. First of all, for those of you who have been watching my channel, you probably will have noticed by now that my typical sign-on would include my in-game name, Chakeshkas. I'm actually going to be changing that to match my YouTube channel name, which is just my real name, Chauncey J. Cat. So, from now on, that will be what my sign-in name is. And, I did go ahead and get the Minecraft profile, so I've got that name tied up and everything. And when I start my next series, I'll be using that particular account. And that way there's no confusion there. Alright. So let's go ahead and get started here. First things first, I need to figure out where exactly to begin. Well, the first portal is going to go out here on this edge. Skip a block, do another, skip a block, do another, skip a block, do another, skip a block, do another. Right here. Okay. Skip a block. Alright, we'll start with this one. And I really hope this is right, because these are going to be a pain in the butt to move. Now, you'll notice, of course, I did bring my diamond axe, pickaxe, obsidian breaker. This is of my own creation. I used the 3 diamonds I had at the time to make it, and then tossed efficiency 5 and unbreaking 3 on it, and gave it a cool name, because why not? So, if I do have to move something, hopefully it won't be that big a deal, but it'll still be kind of a pain. Now, if you remember, if you guys had a chance to see my, oh crap. You okay? Well, that's inconvenient. Thankfully, I made the decision to leave the ladder access. So if that ever did happen, I can get out eventually. There we go. And just keep going from there. Perfect. Anyway, back to what I was saying. If you guys did see the portal comparison video, you'll notice that this big mushroom farm in the center wasn't a part of the design. So what we actually have to do is, instead of just like 2 or 3 big portals in the center, we're going to have a couple smaller portals on either side. Same height though, and it shouldn't hurt the spawn rates too badly. And of course, and while it was off camera, did try to do some snow collecting, went all the way up to the sky cap, made a platform, waited for rain, and of course it took its sweet time, even AFK'd for an entire night, to see if I could get any snow. Apparently, when they updated, they did not put in the snow for whatever reason. Absolutely cannot get it on the island. And talking with some of the other people on the site, it doesn't look like they're able to get it either, despite commenting to the contrary. So, unfortunately, for the time being, it looks like there won't be any snow on my island. Which is sad, because I really like snow, and the idea of having like a snow golem crew for the airship when I make it is kind of appealing, even though they do track snow everywhere. But once we get the iron farm going, I can make iron golems instead and do it that way. So, not too big a deal. Now, if you guys didn't see the comparison video, basically what we're doing is just making a large portal and just spacing them out by 1 block so they don't join together. If you're unfamiliar with the new portal size stuff, you can make these things 23 by 23 blocks, which gives you the maximum spawning area for the zombie pigmen, and thus the highest yields from your gold farm. And there we go. Cool. So yeah, I mean, basically that's what we're doing here. That's why I need all of this obsidian. Now, compared to the old style gold farms that did just the normal 10 obsidian block portals stacked on top of each other and mishmashed and whatnot, this is a lot more efficient in terms of obsidian used, but it's still a lot, as you probably noticed from my inventory. So if you do decide to make a gold farm of your own, definitely decide exactly how much gold you feel like you need and go from there with it, because if you don't need as much gold as a big system like this will turn out for you, I would strongly recommend doing a smaller gold farm, especially if you are on a survival island situation kind of like this and don't have many ways to get obsidian, because I gotta tell ya, converting redstone into obsidian 4 bits at a time absolutely takes forever. Alright, but we'll just keep on going here. Now, as you notice, I'm going ahead and just laying down the lower portions of these portals first. Now, I'm doing that because I need an area to walk from one side to another if necessary, and just because that's kind of how I feel like doing it. And then we'll go from there and build up and across, and then jump down into the water and go up the ladder and do it again. And just for the record, that's actually not something I was planning originally. I wasn't sure how I was going to get down from those pillars, but I came up with the jumping plan on the spot, so very cool. Alrighty. We've almost got the mushroom farm workaround done here. There we go. And then just leave one more side is going to need that. So, in my free time, I've actually started watching a new television show. If you guys are looking for a cool, fun new show to check out, you should check it out as well. It's called Community. Now, they're currently in their 5th season. Next episode's coming out on the 30th. And I have to tell you, it is incredibly enjoyable. Honestly, any description I can give it probably will not do it any real justice. But I gotta tell you, I haven't laughed quite as much with any other show for a long time. So yeah, if you have free time, you're wanting to check out a new show, definitely give Community a try. It's well worth it. Lots of fun plot elements, lots of fun characters, lots of good times to be had. Now, I bring that up in particular because we are working on nether portals today, and the show does a fun thing with multiple realities. There's one episode in particular, and I don't remember the title right off the top of my head, where one of the characters creates several different realities. Oh, crap. like I said, that's going to be a pain. By rolling a die to make a decision. And of course, from that episode on, there are several references to the different realities, which is just very entertaining. It's kind of a throwback to the whole, like, Star Trek Mirror Universe stuff, which I always thought was interesting. There are certain things that happen in the Mirror Universe that you would think excludes other things happening. I mean, for instance, the DS9 version of the Mirror Universe, it doesn't seem like that should be possible, given what happened in previous Mirror Universe episodes. Like, how did they get the Defiant? The Defiant is clearly a, oh, I should not jump. I will land on one of these and die. And that would be terrible. Okay, I'm gonna have to come up with a new plan for that. But, in the meantime... no, I could make that. In the meantime... But yeah, the Defiant class starship is clearly a product of people working together. And I just don't see how they could possibly make it with everyone fighting each other like they do in the Mirror Universe. It just doesn't make sense to me. Alright, anyway, we need to go up 23 here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Interesting. I think I found my exit strategy. But yeah, I mean, it just doesn't seem to me like that would work well. I don't know. And then there's the whole, like, evil people grow goatees thing. Well, like, the good universe, Riker has a beard. Like, a full-on beard. Like, does that make him evil? I don't think so. I mean, I have a beard. I don't feel like I'm evil most of the time. And there we go. Exit strategy. Okay. But yeah, like, I just... no, no, no. Oh my... Wow. Alright then. So yes, anyway. Mirror Universe, kind of a fuzzy concept. Like, I like the idea, just not necessarily the execution in that particular case. Wow, that sucked. Alright. Alright guys, well, I may cut out here and come back when I'm done struggling to make my way back up to where I'm supposed to be. Alright guys, I'm back, and we're going back up on this portal here, and hopefully won't have any more falling in the water accidents, although I kind of doubt that I'll be that successful with this. Wow! Isn't that awesome? There's a zombie on my portal. And now there's not? How are you not dead? That is a 23 block fall. I'm not okay with that. Yeah. Can you believe that zombie? Blatantly ignoring the rules of the game for his own selfish purposes. Honestly. I mean, I get that he's an evil character, but come on now. That's just not okay. But anyway, that's kind of what we'll be doing here. And since you guys sort of kind of get the idea of what we're working on, I'll go ahead and cut out here. And I'll see you guys once we have all of these done or something interesting happens. Alright, see you guys in a minute. So, as it turns out, something interesting happened. I completely forgot that this is pressed right up against this, and that would make these really hard to build from the top. So yeah, what we're going to have to do is build like a little platform kind of around the other stuff to get access to these so we can build them. And while we do that, since there's a halfway decent chance of me falling and you laughing, I thought I would talk about some of the things that have happened recently on the island that I noticed and am less than pleased about. Some of you actually probably already noticed this in the last episode, and if you did, bravo, because I didn't actually pick up on it until I was done filming and editing the whole thing. Sorry about that. But yeah, so the fancy new clear lag program that they added to the server, it takes away paintings. So all of my paintings are gone. Now, I'm not too torn up about that, given that paintings are a block of wool and some sticks. And I think that their loss is something I could, you know, potentially endure. But it's still a little irritating because, you know, what am I supposed to do with that wall now? I feel like the clear lag thing is like an interior decorator's nightmare. You finish decorating a room and then it's all gone. So I do need to come up with some stuff to do with my now bare walls. I could always do item frames, which, strangely enough, the clear lag thing does not affect, thankfully. But, you know, what to put in them and all that. So, I'm sure we'll come up with something at some point. However, more concerning than even that is that it seems my sheep farm is not impervious either. Every time I log in again, I end up having fewer sheep than when I left. Now, I don't know if that's from the clear lag, or if that's just a function of the, I'm not sure what to even call it, just the fence glitching out and them falling as I'm loading up the island each time, or what. But, it's pretty irritating, especially since some of those dye colors are kind of hard to come by. So, while we've been off camera, I've done a fair amount of repopulating the sheep farm, and right now it's pretty much good to go. But the likelihood of it staying that way continuously is pretty low. So it might be something that I end up tabling until they have the server out of beta and they get that whole problem worked out. But we'll see. We'll see where the road takes us. Alright. One block too high, apparently. But yeah, so basically we'll be doing more of that. As you can see, I've got 3 portals done so far. Just a couple more to go. And, alright, I'll continue on that, and I'll come back when we're all tied up. Alright, be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, so I fell to my death. Thankfully it was over the collection system for the pigment drops instead of into the void, so more than likely the hoppers and chests picked up everything that I dropped as I hit the bottom and went smush. But let's run down there and take a look. Sorry about that, guys. I still have a little bit of a cough from that stupid cold thing I had going on. And it's pretty irritating that it's still there. But oh well, what can you do? So yeah, you can see I've made a bit of progress. I did realize part of the way through that the corners aren't actually necessary for this particular project. And so I started taking them out. And recovering one of the pieces of obsidian that I removed is actually what caused my untimely demise. Alright, not that one, not that one. Let's take a look over here. Okay, great. 4 gunpowder. Awesome. And thank goodness. However, that's not even remotely all of the stuff I had. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Alright. Well. Looks like we got back a stack of obsidian. 1. But I got my sticks. Still have my sticks, so that's awesome. And a torch. Yeah. Yeah, this pretty much sucks. Yeah, so much valuable stuff here. Definitely... Are you kidding? How do stacks of things disappear when they land on top of a hopper? That makes no sense. Oh, but thank God I got all of my server selectors back. Alright, guys. I'll be back in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back. So yeah, what happened off camera is while I was going to try and collect some of my other stuff, I got hit with a poison potion by a witch that spawned down in the gold farm area, and then hit by a spider and died again, and lost everything that the hopper managed to recover. So I ended up with basically nothing. So for the past half hour or so, been putting together some more resources. I went ahead and just grabbed my donator perks kit. So that's what the armor's from. That's also what the pickaxe and this particular axe are from. And I'm not going to feel bad about that because yeah, I lost all my other stuff. So what I have to do now is make some more obsidian using this redstone that I just went and bought at the spawn store. And I figured it'd be a good opportunity to show you guys how this works. Obviously, I'm not going to do all 6 stacks on camera because that would be boring. But I'll show you a couple runs of this. Basically, this switch pulls down the stairs, which gives me access to this area. Of course, the lava only flows 3 blocks from its source, so it stops there, it doesn't flow down. And then pull this lever, that's going to cut off the lava. And pull out my Obsidian Breaker 2 pickaxe, which sadly only has efficiency 5 on it, but we'll make do. So you mine this up 4 bits at a time. You don't move forward on this last one or you'll cut through this like butter. Put down 4 redstone, pull this switch here, and voila, more obsidian. So you kind of get the idea. Got water flowing sideways here into a little hole. For whatever reason, it lags here pretty much every time I do this, but that's okay. And once that's done turning all the redstone into obsidian, you flip the switch, rinse, and repeat. Alright, so I'm going to do this a whole bunch of times until I've got more obsidian, hopefully enough to finish the project we're working on. And when I'm done with regathering materials, I'll be right back. Alright, talk to you in a minute, guys. Alright, guys, and we're back. It did take a little while, but we do now have 6 more stacks of obsidian to continue our project here. Now, I didn't really feel like doing the math again. And figuring out exactly how much I needed, so hopefully that'll be enough. If it's not, I'll hop off camera and get more and finish this up. But let's clear the area here so we don't have any more unfortunate deaths for no apparent reason. Well, that didn't work. Alright. Alright, let's get back to work here. Now... oh my god, I swear, spider. You okay? So... That was a little bit of a moment there, in which I about crapped my pants because he almost knocked me off of the edge, which would have meant I'd have to do all of the things I just did again. No, not okay with that. I know there are more spiders out here, just waiting to ambush me. I'm gonna find them and kill them. I can hear you. Dang it. Normally I wouldn't care where the water takes me, but the water takes me to a death fall, so I don't really want to do that. All things considered. Ha! Gotcha. Alright, now, let's see if we can get back to what we were doing here. And hopefully we won't have any more random dying. So yeah, if you guys ever decide to make a huge nether portal thing, I'd suggest lighting it up. In my case, I'm not, just because I don't want to make all the torches to do that, and as you can see, I don't really have torches on my taskbar, because, you know, I had some, but I dropped them. And while I have charcoal that I cooked in the furnace, I didn't really put it together with sticks, because I didn't want to go harvest a bunch of wood after harvesting all the obsidians, etc., etc. And, but yeah, here's life lessons for you. If this obsidian, if you have a piece of obsidian that you're mining, and it happens to fall down a death drop hole, don't follow it, especially not with a whole bunch of obsidian in your inventory, because that's just ridiculous. Let's see if I can take my own advice here. Haha, I got that one. Excellent. And yeah, so this is basically what I've been doing for like the past couple hours. Not real proud of that fact. Did I see? Okay, wow. And so yeah, the completion of that question was, did I seriously just put down the same obsidian block that I just picked up? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, I absolutely did. But that's what happens from time to time when you're doing these sorts of things. So, There we go. Alright. Now the trick's getting back up here. Oop, there we go. And so yeah, if you guys hadn't noticed, and you probably have because it's kind of obvious, I'm terrible at parkour. And this experience has not improved my attitude towards it, though hopefully my aptitude will improve somewhat from having to do all this jumping around. Thankfully, when I jump in like that, it's a little more forgiving than it might otherwise be. Like I'm over water with a way to get out, instead of like lava or, you know, a bottomless pit or something. So yeah, and of course I'm using cobble for the corners because, you know, no one's really gonna see that part once we're done with this, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I could use smooth stone and make it look nice, or half slabs, or whatever, but when it comes right down to it, cobble's pretty easy to get your hands on, which in this particular case is good. And since it's, you know, a cheap, durable material, that's what I'm using for the corners. Alright. And there we go. Now that I've got the corners reset, except for potentially a couple places on the top. No, the corners I redid. So, yeah, basically going to build up like we were doing before. And in this case, start here. And I will actually have to drop down into the water, so that's going to be exciting. For sure. Alright. I'm gonna go off to the side. A little wool block action here. Reclaim the obsidian block that's here. Place it with cobble. Back out in the wool. And there we go. Alright. And now for your viewing pleasure, a plunge into water. But not a giant death hole. Alright, so yeah, that's basically what we're gonna keep doing here. And I will get back to you once we're all finished up with that, or you know, I end up dying again, which I certainly hope doesn't happen because it sucks. But yeah, you just roll with the punches and do what you gotta do. Alright, so I'll be back in a little bit, and I'll see you in a minute. Hey guys, I'm back. Obviously, well, we're not quite finished yet. We're almost there. It looks like that much obsidian might be enough. It's going to be pretty close. We'll see. What I really wanted to show you guys is this guy over here. He spawned during one of the evenings while I was working and has literally just been standing right here for like half an hour. I don't know if this Enderman doesn't really have much of a life or anything, and he hasn't tried anything yet, but he's kind of starting to freak me out. I might have to get like a restraining order or something, because like he's just standing there waiting for me every time I come back up here, and I'm kind of not okay with that. So yeah, that's just kind of like a quick progress update on what's going on. Holy crap, he brought friends. Okay, so yeah. Clearly we're being invaded by Endermen. And that's that. But we're getting close to done here, so I'll be back in just a little bit once we've finished up. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, and we're back, and as you can see, Just looking down, we not only have mobs spawning down there, but we've finished all the portals, yay! And now, it's time to head down and do some of the surrounding stuff, just to make sure the pigmen don't, like, fall off the edges and whatnot, but they do actually have only the one option of going into the catch basin. So what we need to do is run upstairs real quick and grab some stone that I prepared for this episode. As it turned out, I did not have enough obsidian to finish this, so I ended up having to do a couple more stacks of it. That didn't take too long though, so not a big deal. And yeah, hopefully the falling to our doom is over for this particular episode. But we'll see. Alright, now that's enchanting room. I'm going to drop off these 2 extra blocks of obsidian as well. Now that was actually exactly as close as I thought it was going to be. When I had to do more of the obsidian, I actually only had the I only had 2 portals left to do, and 3 sides of each with the corners removed. 21, 21, 21. Basically 63 per thing, or just 2 shy of 2 stacks. But yeah, so let's grab some more of this, and let's see about making some torches while we're up here. You know, just in case. Alright, there we go. Now let's head back downstairs, being thus armed with stone and such. And hopefully this will be enough for what we're wanting to do here. If not, then, you know, you saw I had a bunch more, so I'll have to go grab that. But as soon as we get the little side walls and everything put up here, I'll go back up, grab the flint and steel, and we'll have a little lighting ceremony. And we'll call it an episode. Uh-huh. Yeah, you guys can't really get to me. There's no good way to do that. Alright, so what we want to do is very carefully, alright, you know what, we're gonna use smooth stone for that, because we can. Put these in on both sides, and that will keep any pigment from— oh crap, not okay. Not okay. Hi. Not okay. These guys think they can just do whatever they want. No, 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 no. He died. Good. Alright, now back to what we were doing. Toss these in here. This will keep the pigmen from stepping on this one block here and not falling in here instead. So it is actually pretty important to put these along here. Now, normally I would do this in cobblestone, but I don't have any on me, and I don't have any up in the chest, and I don't feel like grinding some out and cutting the video again, because there's been just too much of that already. And I'm sure you're about as ready as I am to get this project off the ground here. And so now we're going to do a rim all the way around in the stone brick here. Take it nice and slow, try and make sure we don't fall off, because we don't want to waste materials again. And yeah, so if you guys are wondering if I'm still a little bit upset about falling and losing all my stuff, the answer is absolutely yes. Definitely still a little upset about that. That was the most unfortunate thing that's happened in the series so far. But we carry on and do some cool things despite setbacks. Even if it takes a few hours to recover. So anyway, obviously from now on I'll be doing my best to not fall to my doom anymore. And hopefully you guys are behind that decision. If not, tough. Falling to your doom is never fun. Never, ever, ever. Now it might be amusing for you guys, but it's not fun, so... Alright, we are almost there. And, yeah, I, just had a little moment privately where I kind of freaked out just because I thought I wasn't recording, and I had to review my recent memories just to double check. But I am. I do remember hitting the record button, and I have not hit it since I did that, so I'm definitely recording. And if it turns out that I'm wrong, you guys will never know. Okay, get that back here. Oh. Alright. And there. So that's the rim. I switch to smooth stone now. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to make each of these at least 2 high before we go ahead and start lighting. And actually, we want to rim each of these, for lack of a better term, panels in the stone brick as well. So let's go ahead and set that up first, then we'll do the smooth stone, and we'll get this baby lit and ready to go. And so if you remember my hopes from earlier in the video that I would get better at parkour from doing this, it does seem that that has been a result. Obviously not particularly difficult parkour, but just the basic jumping around and not falling into the water below you kind. And you know what? I'm pretty satisfied with that. I don't really need anything else from this experience, although the mountains of gold nuggets is going to be a wonderful thing. So, and make sure I don't seal myself out here on the ledge, because that would be kind of embarrassing. And there we go. Huzzah. Next. Now, of course, no. No. Now, hopefully she will just swim to her doom. Alright, but yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, these little walls that I'm putting up will actually go all the way up and onto the top as well. But that's something I'm going to do off camera because it's going to take a while, and this video's already been going long enough, so yeah, don't want to bore you guys with all that nonsense. Now, the reason I'm doing that is not only so I can build off of this for other things, mostly automatic farms, because putting anything where I have to be here for a long time in this area would be just not a great idea. These portals are extremely loud, especially when you have them all grouped together like this, and I would probably go crazy standing here for any length of time once they're actually turned on. And for our lighting ceremony, we will probably have to turn them down a bit, just because they are crazy, crazy loud. And I don't know why the developers thought it would be a good idea to make them so loud in contrast to everything else, but we'll figure out which setting applies to them and turn them down, because, yeah, I don't want to blow out your speakers or your eardrums. And they could easily do either or both. Alright, almost there. Almost there. Alright, perfect. And up we go. Now, gotta grab the flint and steel here. We're almost done, guys. We almost have a functioning gold farm. Aren't you excited? 2 episodes in the making. And though you might not realize it just from watching this, several hours also. Like at least 4 hours of material gathering went into this, if not more. Yeah, thankfully watching new shows and watching old shows, YouTube and such, there are some shows that I just kind of have playing in the background and listen to them more than I actually watch them. And those are the shows I use when I'm grinding out materials so that I don't just die of boredom while I'm doing it. Excuse me. I will need this for later. And this is what we're really after. Okay, so let's go do this thing. But yeah, so thankfully I've got some shows that I can watch or rather listen to in the background to kind of keep me sane while I'm gathering the materials for this stuff. Yeah, do you hear that? That's one. That's one portal. Alright, so let's... music and sounds... what do we got? Is this ambient environment? Come on, play the sound. No, it's not ambient environment, okay? I think it'd be weather, hostile creatures, blocks? Holy crap, it's blocks. Because they're portal blocks. Okay. That makes some kind of sense. Alright. There we go. Yep, now let's get down here. Well, creepers. Gotta love them. Thank goodness griefing is turned off on this server because they have exploded in there like 100 times. Let's get rid of the bad guys. Are you kidding? Really? You just jump to the next one? That's how you're gonna play that? Okay. There. Takes care of that. Now I definitely hear an Enderman. Not too concerned about that nonsense though. Take a look-see. Fight off anything. Maybe, possibly. No, I don't care about him. Alright, perfect. Now... okay, lag. That's awesome. Right as I'm jumping. You ready for this, guys? I mean, are you ready for this? It's crazy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Look at that portal. That's ridiculous. Just crazy. And we're gonna have a bunch of them. Now for the portals on the side, I am gonna have to circle back around for those. That's okay though. not a problem for me. Getting laggy. Particle effects taking up memory. Jumping becoming more dangerous. Yep, I stupidly cut myself off from the ladder. Okay, not a problem. I can get back to it. Okay. Oh, no, not okay. Come on. There it is. Alright, and we're good. We now have a functioning gold farm, and I can already hear a zombie pigman. He isn't that awesome. Yep, so basically I'll put the side panels on so this doesn't look terrible from a distance. I will seal up this entrance off camera. And when we come back next episode, we'll have this awesome gold farm up and running. We'll probably already have some of our first proceeds from it. And it'll be a good time. And are you kidding me? You are still here? What do you think, guys? Kill him? Let's do it. Come on. Stop that. Oh, dang it. He's gonna pop up when I'm like standing on an edge somewhere and just kill me. Because that's the way Endermen work. That's what they do. Alright, but anyway, that's the gold farm project wrapped up. Not necessarily cleaned up, but wrapped up. Thanks for joining me today. This has been Chauncey J. Kent doing episode 5, Gold Farm Part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys join me again for our next episode. I haven't really decided what we'll be doing yet, but it's bound to be something cool. So we'll see you then, and I'll talk at you later, guys.